Before we get into the video, guys, I'd just like to say, if you're not already, go ahead and follow our Instagram, on Instagram, if you didn't guess. On there, we're uploading daily memes, good funny memes, so go ahead, check it out, leave a like, leave a follow, yeah, enjoy the video. Hey, what is going on, guys? It's Khaos Rx here, and welcome to episode number 5 of the Road to Chromia on Call of Duty World War 2. In the last episode, I did promise you guys that in this episode we would cover the painful pistols, and so let's get ready for a hopefully short yet painful video. So there's 3 pistols in this game, thankfully. All of them are pretty mediocre, some are absolutely garbage, and so yeah, let's just get straight into it with the PO8 here. So with the PO8 here, I'm rocking a heroic version, the Abwehr. I'm no clue how I'm actually going to say that, but whatever. We do have heroic versions of all the default pistols, which is nice. It showcases diamond camo, quite nice, and then obviously the chrome camo. On this thing, we've got extender mags, because 8 bullets is not that many. A lot of guns in this game do not have many bullets, I've come to realise. And also the combat knife, because even with extender mags, 12 shots is not too many, and so the combat knife is just nice, you know, to get those quick kills if you need to reload. And also, because this thing is a 3-shot up close, it does not melt compared to, let's say, any SMGs. So the combat knife is actually quite nice. It just brings back those, you know, Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 2 memories. So for the division, we've got infantry, so then we can actually attach those 2 attachments. Without it, you can only take 1. And then we've got forage for the basic training, because you do not get any reserve ammo whatsoever with the pistols. Then we've also got a semi-tex for the best lethal in the game. If you are good with the throwing knives, actually you could probably rock one of those, but I'm not. And then we've also got concussions, because the rest of it is kind of crappy, to be fair. So yeah, that's the PO8. Honestly, I don't think this is the worst gun, to be fair, at all, or even a bad weapon. I'd say it's actually probably your best default pistol. We'll talk about it more when I rank them. When I was going for the headshots for this thing, I would swap the tac knife out for high caliber. It helps get those headshots easier. And also, if you're not using the tac knife that much, I would probably swap it out for high caliber. You know, it does help get those 2 shots. Alright, so the next pistol we've got to talk about here is the M1911. Now in the background here, I'm using the Jupiter, which is actually quite a nice variant. It has like a foregrip built in, which is kind of cool. Kind of a bit weird how your character then doesn't even hold it. Like, I get it's dual now, but even if you're in a single one, it still doesn't hold it, which is a little bit annoying. On it, we've got the extender mags. It's only 7 bullets, it's quite low. Real shame, because I kind of want to run steady aim, because the hipfire on this thing is ridiculous. So yeah, you just can't really build a good class, which is a real shame. For the division here, we've got Commando, because you need to run 2 basic trainings, one to get duelist, and then the other to get forage, to again, no reserve ammo, especially with dual wield, so definitely run forage. And then the exact same lethal there. The prime weapon, by the way, does not matter. I'm just running the NZ. So it's a class that I had, which I didn't really mind changing too much. So there it is, the M1911. This right here, on small maps, isn't the worst thing in the game, because you can kind of treat it like a shotgun. You can just two-tap people and instantly delete them. However, like I mentioned, the hipfire is quite bad. So even here on Grostin House, you'll see there's some ranges which I'm just struggling to land consistent shots, and yeah, it can be good, but you really need to play it in close quarters. So maps like Grostin House, you know, if you're just staying in the house, maps like Shipment could actually be really good, but if you come across people with LMGs, you're done. So pretty much every lobby, yeah. Okay, so far, those pistols have not been too bad. They've, you know, they've been usable, maybe. They've been somewhat okay. They've not been awful. You know, where's the pain coming from, you might be wondering. Well, that, ladies and gentlemen, comes from the machine pistol. This thing is awful. This thing is honestly the closest I came during this grind to just saying, you know what, we're not getting chrome, I just can't be arsed. This was paid to get gold. It was absolutely terrible. Everything about this thing was hard to do. The bloodthirsts, the headshots, the payback kills, just everything, the double kills, you know, everything when trying to get this thing gold was just a pain. And in the gameplay here, like, just to top off how bad this thing is, I ended up getting Grostin House. I mean, not Grostin House, I wish I'd got Grostin House. Gustav Cannon, with teammates who just didn't even get a first kill in the first round of domination, and against enemies who were all pied up and just camping on the cannon. It was just a combination of the worst things that could happen. So I do only have 4 kills to show you with this thing. It's all I could tolerate. For some reason we prestiged it, so we don't even have a single attachment. I can't show you the class setup, but what I would recommend, once again, infantry and forage, and then extender mags again, because 10 shots. This thing is terrible. It's 7 shots, people, at range. Well, at range makes it sound like an actual decent range. It's 7 shots, people, most of the time. And then the tac knife once again, because the tac knife has more range. Yeah, those are the 3 pistols, the default ones at least. When it comes to ranking them, if I didn't make it obvious, by far the worst one is the machine pistol. This thing is, it's just horrible. It's just horrible. It is nothing like any other fully automatic pistol in CoD history. You know, you think of the good fully automatics, the Cap 40, G18s, the Hornets, you know, stuff like the LK9s, and then this piece of crap came along. And I can remember it being really good. In fact, on my account, I've got it permanently locked. But somewhere along the line, this thing got nerfed. And did it get nerfed? It got nerfed hard when it got nerfed. Like, very, very hard. This thing's range is awful. Its fire rate's not even that good to say it's fully auto. I can probably spam sap quicker than this thing, you know, in some good cases. It has no range, terrible recoil, no ammo. It's horrible. It's really just not good. It's not even good at trying to finish people off because the fire rate, I mean the magazine size and the damage isn't there. So what would normally be 1 shot with the other pistols is probably still like a 3 shot with this thing. It's garbage. Do not use the machine pistol. And like I said, this right here was almost a gun which stopped the entire grind. Next up, I'll then put the 1911. The problem with the 1911 is it's just awkward. It's very weird. It seems to have very little aim assist for some reason. Like, just trying to land consistent shots with this thing is very weird. I think it has to do with the kind of weird fire rate it has. But the thing with the 1911, it is powerful, and in dual wield mode, you know, you can just melt people like boom and they're dead because you know, you just 2-tapped them. But the single 1911 is just a bit awkward. If you can aim with it and you get used to that fire rate, you could probably do some work. In too many situations, I was just getting that weird aim assist bug that I mentioned in one of the Master Prestige videos. In fact, I mentioned it in the assault rifle video, and it just does not seem to lock onto people. And yeah, it's really annoying. And also 7 shots, this thing is not good. So the best pistol in the game, in my opinion, is definitely the P08, which is a bit weird how the first one you unlock's the best, the last one you unlock's the worst, and the middle one in the middle. You know, it's a bit weird how you kind of got the order the wrong way around. The P08 here is good for one reason. It is just a normal pistol, you know what I mean? It's just a semi-automatic 3-shot pistol, a somewhat decent fire rate cap, okay ammo count, and just normal, you know, aim assist unlike the 1911, which feels very strange in the hand. If I was going to go for a V2 with any of these pistols, 100% the P08, I might actually go for that, because I do think it could be possible if you get the right enemies, the right teammates. But yeah, that is it. The P08, 100% the best default pistol in the game. However, overall, best pistol without a doubt is the 9mm sap. So the 9mm sap here, in the background here, you're actually watching me get 15 kill streak and my paratroopers with this thing, because this thing can work. It can outgun some of the actual primaries, and it's actually a beast in zombies. I think I can remember watching like Mr. X5 take this thing to boss fights because it's just that good. 9mm sap takes the P08, which was already the best pistol, and just increases the fire rate cap, which is, you know, a good thing. You know, it keeps the same ammo, same damage and all that, just increases the fire rate cap, so obviously it kills quicker than the P08, and if the P08 was already the best pistol, sap is just obviously then going to be even better. So just take everything I said about the P08 and just slap it on the sap, but then increase that fire rate even more. But yeah, that is it for the pistols. I would not bother at all with the revolvers. They are just terrible. The Enfield is just a worse 1911. It comes with 1 less shot and a slower reload. And the Reichs revolver is just a worse version of the sap. And the P08, it comes with 2 less bullets. And again, a slower reload, so they're just not good. It's a real shame, because, you know, revolvers in CoD have been really good in the past. And these things are just not it at all. They are quite pathetic, to be fair. Yeah, that's it for the ranking. Once again, at the top, the sap, then the P08, then the 1911, and then the god-awful machine pistol. Machine pistol is down there, way down there. Like, yeah, like way down there. There's no, it's not even in the talk. Not even in the talk. Some tips for getting these things gold: 100% play war, because your KD will be affected if you try to use these things in pubs. It's obviously going to negatively affect you, you know, your mindset when you go for grammars. That's something which is affected. If, you know, you see that KD dropping, you're not doing very good. You're going to probably want to stop going for it. So yeah, probably definitely play war so it don't affect your stats, and also less people are sweating on war. You know, if they go for the bridge or they put this in tanks, it is a free headshot. Apart from that, honestly, just stay away from them. Probably do these things first, because if you can't do it, it'll be quite annoying to do like everything else and then come to the pistols and realise, you know what, I don't want to do this. So yeah, I'd probably have done these things first looking back, just so I could be like, I've done the hardest thing by far, the hardest thing. And also you can concentrate on the launches then. But yeah, so those are the top tips. Stay away from the machine pistol, play war. So yeah, that's been episode 5 of the Road to Chromia on World War II. In the next episode, I do believe we're going to be covering the shovel, which has more range than the machine pistol, somehow. Yeah, so that's going to be the next episode, the shovel. If you did enjoy this episode, and you want to see that episode, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.